everybody. We are live. I am Dr. Cassandra Bradford, and you are watching Business First with Dr. Cass. This is my very own podcast, and I am so excited to be here today. We are going to have a great time talking about business and dropping some nuggets, and I have my really good friend, I'm saying Dr. Girl, Dr. SHIKILIA CARO. I am interviewing SHIKILIA CARO, and we get ready to talk about some money and some finances. And you don't tell them. I see a wine glass in the picture. There's no telling what we're about to talk about, because me and this is one of my collaborative partners. SHIKILIA and I, we talk just about every week about making money, making moves, making all kind of stuff, making enchiladas. You just never know what we're talking about. So I am so excited that you get to come onto my podcast. You see,
and I am excited to be here.
I ain't seen you in ages, girl. Where you been?
I know it. A few minutes ago.
Just a few minutes ago over at a breakfast meeting. So everybody knows that people think that all I do is work. All I do is work. I never sleep. People message me on social media. I can say I'm out eating. They'll say, you must be at a business meeting. I can say I'm out roller skating. You must be a roller skating business meeting. I'm like, I don't work all the time, y'all, but I do work a lot because I love what I do. So sometimes for me, I don't consider it working. So sometimes I have to tell myself, you know what, I'm working. I got to stop. I need to take a break because I do believe in work-life balance. So, hey, SHIKILIA, how you doing?
Hello, Dr. Cass. I'm doing well. And you?
I'm doing good. So tell everybody what you do. I know I push you a lot, but tell everybody what you do and who you are. And we're going to jump right in after that.
All right. Sounds good. Well, as she said, SHIKILIA CARO, and I am a real estate and insurance specialist. My business pretty much is a one-stop shop, one-stop homeowners resource with regards to insurance as well as real estate sales. I also do like commercial with regards to real estate and insurance. So that's pretty much what I do. My focus is small businesses and families and people that are getting set to retire. So those are the people that I work with.
So anything dealing with your money, because home ownership is money, even where you have your refuge, you know, that's money is there. You know, your home, whether you're leasing or buying or wherever you're laying your head is your refuge. Even in your office, my office is my refuge.
A lot.
I am at my office a lot, y'all. And I like my office. I just redecorated. So I love my office, and I spend more time at my office, than I do at home. So my office can also be my refuge, because if I don't have peace up here in my office, somebody got to go.
Absolutely.
Or something got to go. I got to move. Something's going to, so my furniture had to go.
So that's for things and people, huh?
My furniture had to go. I looked up one day and I go, this got to go. 15 years at the same desk, got to go. I remodeled overnight. So SHIKILIA is a real estate guru. Anytime someone says I'm looking for a place to live, I don't know if they're renting, leasing, or buying. I'm like, SHIKILIA.
And I do it all, leasing and purchasing.
Leasing and purchasing. So that's you're looking to transition, right, to another refuge. And also, SHIKILIA and I was talking this morning. We were actually together this morning on some commercial.
Absolutely. And that's commercial leasing and purchasing as well. Whether it's office space, whether it's retail space, I do both. Absolutely.
And so we got privy to some information about some grants and some loan programs here in Dallas, Texas. So if you guys are looking for some grants or anything dealing with your small business, you definitely want to get in touch with SHIKILIA.
And they have a lot of resources for people moving into the Dallas area, businesses moving into the Dallas area. So definitely contact me if you are looking to relocate your business into the Dallas area. A lot of incentives.
So while she's talking about your refuge, she's also making sure everything is protected. And I don't mean for guard dogs, y'all. German Shepherds and Rottweilers.
Yeah, that's what I call my money tree.
Hold on,
So
is there any money in there? Wait a minute.
It's a money tree. So I ask people all the time, if you had a money tree in your backyard, what would you do to protect it? And like Dr. Cash just said, some of them say guard dogs, you know.
Rottweilers.
Rottweilers, all kinds of stuff, fencing, you know, things of that nature.
Stun gun.
And
that's not
basically, basically, if you have a money tree, you're going to do everything you can to protect it. Well, in reality, we are the money tree. You're the money tree. So you have to make sure that you're insulated, that you are protected, because without you, what's the other resource? So.
And we need you to live. I'm gonna tell you, there's so many people that are walking, especially my small business owners. You guys know I have a certain love for you guys. You guys are walking around, you're uninsured. What if you stump your toe and you can't bake my favorite cake? Right? You
then that's gonna be a real problem. That's gonna be a real problem.
Listen, right? Remember this morning at the restaurant, he had my cake.
It was an issue muffins? For the muffins, right?
That's cake. Clutch my pearl.
It was almost an issue. The podcast was gonna run late and everything, but over the muffins.
We had a muffin crisis in America. Y'all didn't even know anything about it. There was a muffin crisis in Arlington.
But you'll be surprised on what people will sue you for. You know, somebody like Dr. Cass might sue you because you didn't have her muffins. So even though if the courts may deem that a frivolous lawsuit, guess what? You have to defend it anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of your insurance policies and business policies and things of that nature, you want to make sure that there's a defense fund, whether it's frivolous or not. It's some money that has to be spent to defend it, to prove that it's frivolous, you know? So I'm glad she brought that up because I thought that's where we were heading over the muffins this morning.
No, there was just a muffin crisis. I think what was our waiter name was Caesar, whatever his name was. I think
Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Oscar, Caesar, Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know. So I think he was saving my life, you know, because I'm trying to get beach body ready in 2 weeks. So, Shikilia, so now a lot of times when we start talking about money, you know, mm-hmm. people go mute. When we start talking about savings or legacy or life insurance and burial insurance, especially in our culture, we turn a deaf ear because we don't want to talk about those things because it's almost as though we're talking death. We're talking death, and we're not. We're talking a surety or assurance, right? So you ain't got to crawl in the casket with Big Mama talking about take me with you because you want to go with her because you ain't got the money to pay for the funeral. Right.
Because Big Mama done left you here stressed, trying to figure out how much is this casket?
You know, Big Mama, she didn't like the finer things in life. She was just a simple woman. She was like regular wood.
Is this some good wood? What kind of wood is this? Just regular old wood to be fine.
She don't like
you don't have to paint it. Don't paint it. It's all right.
So a lot of times, you know, we don't have living benefits. And you guys have heard me tell this story a million times how, you know, my parents owned a very large restaurant and my mom got very sick. She had to get her leg amputated. And the business flopped, of course, because she went into a coma and a whole bunch of other things. And so the business fell. And I believe that and then now my dad has to run around and go to the grocery store. I'm gonna tell you guys, my parents were married for 52 years. And in the 52 years of marriage, my dad had only gone to the grocery store to drop my mother off. He didn't know the difference between lettuce and cabbage. And so now he has to stop the construction business to help care for her in his own way, whether it was running errands. And I believe had they had living benefits, mm-hmm. that they would not have had the stress and the pressure and the struggles that they had in the end. And so the
So
living benefits. So check, tell everybody
yeah,
really what
so
that is.
I was going to say most often people don't even recognize what living benefits of life insurance is. For most people, just the mention of life insurance is morbid. It's depressing. Mama, I don't want to talk about that. Daddy, I don't want to talk about that. You know, even when the subject comes up, it's avoidance because they think life insurance, they automatically think death. But as you were just discussing, the living benefits of life insurance also says that if something were to happen, like in Dr. Cass's case with her mom, you actually can use a portion of your life insurance for your care. You can use a portion of your life insurance. Let's say they said, you know, you had a terminal illness and you have less than 12 months to live. Well, guess what? You can take most often up to 80% of your life insurance value while you're still living. And that could possibly save your life because how many times have you heard that there's an experimental drug, an experimental procedure of sorts that your insurance isn't going to cover? Well, guess what? You have some money. You can take that and go ahead and move forward with that treatment, which could possibly save your life. Or you might just say, hey, I'm on the way out. I'm about to take a trip around the world. It's up to you how you use that money. But those are the types of living benefits that we're talking about. Critical care, things of that nature. So there's also policies, you know, I know you've heard the term purchase term insurance and invest the rest. It sounds wonderful. And it's a wonderful thing for people that have that kind of income that they can invest the rest. But how often does an emergency strike and all of a sudden you're using those funds that you were saving to invest and things of that nature? And those investments aren't protected under the life insurance umbrella. So when you have funds that fall under the life insurance umbrella, like the cash value in your life insurance, or like an annuity, all of those things fall under the life insurance umbrella. So that says that it's protected. A creditor cannot come after those funds as they could if it was just in a regular investment product, okay? Because it's protected. If you were ailing and needed to go into a nursing home, they have something that's called a spend down. So they will make you spend all of your assets before you can get any assistance. Well, guess what? If it's under that life insurance umbrella, they can't count those funds. So it's a whole lot of benefits to having that life insurance protection. So those are some of the living benefits Dr. Cass is speaking to.
And so if you guys have any questions, you say I'm a small business owner and, you know, I need to put, you know, an insurance policy on my husband or my ex-husband or on myself.
On
Because,
the
you know,
exos.
because in all honesty, if something was to happen to me, this train stops.
Yep.
Right? So that means that my assistant ain't going to get paid around here. My employees ain't going to get paid. If something happens to this train, so that means that I have to make sure that I'm insured. You have to make sure that you are covered. I mean, look at what's happening with COVID and so many people
Absolutely.
that have gotten sick as a result of COVID. You know,
Exactly.
you know, how are they able to maintain their bills and everything at home?
Exactly.
Right? So
Yep.
you definitely want to get in touch with SHIKILIA. You know, my small business owners, you guys know I preach and teach and tell you guys, look, you know, it's one thing of saying you want to start a business, right? You want to be the boss. I don't want to be the boss. I've seen the job. It's too hard.
You don't
But
want it?
I just want to manage people, places, and things. I can manage people, places, and things, but when I'm the boss, I tell you, I have to surround myself with people. And the Bible says I'm supposed to surround myself with many advisors, right? Because I don't know everything. But guess what? I have a database. I have built some relational currency with people that know more than me. So SHIKILIA is one of those people. So I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a new refuge, right, or a different refuge, you're looking to make sure that you're protected and your refuge is protected, you want to make sure that you guys are getting in touch with my girl SHIKILIA over here, and she's going to tell you guys how to get in touch with her, right?
Absolutely. And one thing I want to add, a lot of us business owners are out here operating and we are not properly insulated in our business. Again, there's a lot of exposure out there. You know, I have to carry errors and omission. It could just be a mistake that was made and someone suing me for a mistake, right? So I have to make sure that I'm insulated from that. People are sue happy. So you have to make sure that you're insulated. General liability, that's just for third parties, you know, but what about you as a business owner? What if you operate from your home or from an office space that burns down? There's a loss of income associated with that. Guess what? There's a policy that will help to recoup your income that you've lost, okay? There's a defense fund attached to it to protect you in that way. So just make sure that you are consulting someone, hopefully me, um, you know, to assess your business and see what exposures, what gaps that you have. So personally and business-wise, let's protect ourselves. And what I would like to offer today, I have written a book. It's called Wealth is a Mindset. And it covers a lot of things with regards to insurance. How do you know when it's the right time to purchase insurance, life insurance? What types of life insurance is out there? How do I avoid probate? What is probate? What's an annuity? So my book covers all of that. It kind of runs the gamut with regards to how to do that. And so for the first 5 people that email me at info@SHEA Assets, SHEAASSETS.com, will get an autographed copy of my book and a free consultation.
Let me get the emailing.
All right. That's again, info@SHEAAssets.com.
So you guys definitely want to get with Shikilia about her book, right? So because a lot of us don't know these terms and we run from them. We've been running a long time. And hey, my followers that my over 50 club, it's time to start running. Because we need to start facing some real truths here about what's going to happen when stuff happens, right? I'm going to tell you something. We will insure our phones, but we won't insure our lives.
Ooh,
I'll say it again. We will insure our cell phone.
I'm gonna write that down. I could use that in the future.
You can.
All right, I'm gonna
we
jot
will
that
insure our cell phone before we will insure our lives. That tells me that your cell phone has more value than your life. As a matter of fact, you will go all the way back home if you left your cell phone. But when do you go and find yourself? And don't get me started, because that's what we do. And so we have placed value on things that don't have value. Your cell phone, is it more valuable than your life? What is the value of your children? Do you want them in debt when you leave? Because we are going to die eventually. We're going to leave this earth. And so, is your child going to be trying to jump in the casket with you? Not that they're going to miss you and want to go with you. It's because they can't afford
hopefully that too.
They don't want to go. They don't know if mama going to heaven or hell. Take me with you, mama. Mama going straight to hell with gasoline draws.
That's terrible.
Where you want to go?
You better get out that casket.
You trying to jump in the casket because you can't afford these 4 white horses and all this other, this carriage and limo and the flowers and the repast and the pre-pass.
How about the GoFundMes?
Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much.
GoFundMe for Pawpaw's funeral and final expenses. They won't release the body from the morgue.
I'm gonna tell you, I got cousins I ain't heard from since I was 6 years old. You know, cousin Mimo died, and we're gonna need some money. I don't even know him. Who?
I ain't seen him since I was 5.
Is he my first cousin, third cousin? Who is his mama? Because now you need money. Mm-hmm. So come on, y'all. We got to do better. We cannot go into another year especially like we're having right now, where we don't know. We got so many uncertainties, right, with this COVID, and we didn't know whether to leave our house with all of the of the marching and everything because of, you know, the violence that was going on, which, you know, but what are you doing with your life? Is it protected? Like Shakilia said, is it insulated? Right. And for you guys that I got a lot of folks on my social media. I was on there this morning around 5 o'clock. A lot of people are moving. Where you move, do you have somebody that's looking over your contract for you with these landlords and places? Because some of these landlords are doing some extra stuff.
Real extra.
I mean, they trying to put clauses in there that you don't get your security deposit back. And the only thing you said, they better give me my security deposit back. What you gonna do? You gonna go to jail? Or you're going to make sure you're protected first?
Tell them one of the stories you heard about with regards to the landlord not giving back the security deposit. They said they have to pay for painting or something to that effect.
They got to paint the whole house. So, you know, you don't get your security deposit back. You like, well, the house wasn't painted when I moved in here. What? You know, how you going to take my deposit to make your house better?
Yeah, so, and since when that's not the landlord's job? You always have to, a tenant moves out, you're supposed to refresh the home for the next tenant. Well, now they're passing that expense off to the tenants and taking it out of the tenant security deposit.
And some of you have been in these apartments or these homes for 5, 6, 7 years. And now they say, oh, I had to replace the carpet. Well, after 6, 7 years,
yes.
What was the
you had to do that anyway, landlord, property manager.
But because you didn't know, you've been shorted your security deposit. Had you had a realtor that could have went in before you signed the lease and helped you, right? Made sure everything was on the up and up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you would have your security deposit back, and then maybe you could have started that business. You could have came and started. Was that a shameful plug?
Well, I think it was, but not shameful, not shameful. It was a good plug. I think it fit right in.
It fit right in. I just slid that right on in there. So, when you start looking at all of these missteps that you've had, instead of getting a trusted, you know, we talked about earlier, you know, the Bible says you're supposed to surround yourself with many advisors. Get an advisor, get a realtor. You said, well, I'm not buying a house. You can get a realtor to lease.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And most of the time when you get something that you avoid also, especially when you're leasing, you know, some people feel like they're being treated unfairly when they're going to negotiate themselves directly with another realtor or a property manager or a landlord. In this way, you have a representative. So it's not a direct thing. And so sometimes that helps to negate some of that discomfort or what people may deem discriminatory practices and things of that nature. So sometimes that can help to mitigate those things as well.
So you guys need to get in touch with SHIKILIA CARO with Shea Asset Group, Shea Asset Management, right?
Yes,
and y'all need to give her a call. So whether or not you're moving, whether you're renting, leasing. I was going to say something else. So whether you're renting, leasing, whether you're going to buy, sell, you need to get in touch with her. And also your renter's insurance. You know, everybody with these Christmas trees right now getting ready to get turned up, get up for Christmas, and there's a fire.
Absolutely.
And you don't have renter's insurance. And renter's insurance is not expensive, y'all.
No, $200 a year. You know, according to how much, of course, how many assets you have and things like that. You're looking at $300 a year, you know, which is nominal compared to what you would lose, you know, because just so you know, when the landlord, whether you're renting a house or an apartment, the landlord is only responsible for the walls and then outside. Everything in the walls, that's you. So if you lost everything in your home, they'll replace the building or the house, but all of your personal assets is a loss if you don't have renter's insurance. So that's how that works.
So, hey, you guys, you need to get in touch with SHIKILIA CARO. And I know that she's going to be starting her Step and Learns probably once COVID is over.
I cannot wait. I miss talking face to face to people. Also, if you just want to know where you are, if you want to know if you are in a position to purchase yet, if you want to know what you have to do to get in a position to purchase, also reach out, because there's no better time than the present. So while you're not in dire need, while you're not in a rush, see where you are.
Right.
And see if you are, how far do you have to go to be positioned to purchase? You know, so perhaps this time next year, you're in your own home. So also reach out for that. And again, my contact information is 469-510-5182. 469-510-5182. And I could be reached at info@shayassets.com.
Man, we are out of time. I gotta have you to come back on. We gotta talk about your new game that you got.
Yes.
That you got coming out while Sip and Learn. Man, we've been on the house arrest as she and I talk about, because normally
I want to be on the road. I'm ready to get on the road
right now. We normally in Nashville, Louisville, one of them,
Baltimore, or wherever.
We normally on the road doing workshops, you guys. So I miss us hanging out in hotel rooms, eating cake, singing songs on the road. Well, no,
going down flights of stairs for fire drills.
Tried to save a life, y'all. She has to save the Cheetos. Anyway, you guys, I am out of time. I'm Dr. Cassandra Bradford. This has been Business First, and my special guest has been SHIKILIA CARO. You guys can catch the replay on this same show on YouTube on tomorrow, and it'll be up there for life. So that's all the time that we have for now. I'm signing off. I'm Dr. Cassandra.
Bye, everybody.
And I'll see you guys at the top.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Dr. Cass.
Sure.